Hey folks, welcome to Linux File System Troubleshooting course. All right, this course is designed specifically for you to troubleshoot Linux file system related issue, anything that has to do with the files or directories, changing its permissions, getting it or deleting it or renaming it, anything with to do with files. All right, I have broken down this entire course in simple three sections. In section 1, we'll go over the course overview, which we are doing right now. And of course, I want you to spend just a few minutes with me to understand what exactly I am covering in this entire course. All right, in section 2, we'll set up our lab because we do need a Linux machine to actually practice all of those things that we're going to learn in terms of troubleshooting. So, when it comes to setting up the lab, we will have some introduction and we'll go over the designing of the lab as to how we are designing it. Then we'll go over the introduction of virtualization because we do need virtualization in our lab in order to run a Linux operating system simultaneously with our existing system or existing operating system. Then we'll download and install Oracle VirtualBox. VirtualBox is a virtualization software. You could either go with VirtualBox or VMware Player, which is also an open source free virtualization software that you could use. Then we'll create a new virtual machine once we have the virtualization software. And the last one is downloading and installing Linux operating system where we could practice our troubleshooting steps. All right, then coming to section 3, which is all about troubleshooting Linux file system. And some of the examples that we will be covering, actual real life examples, are those which I have experienced and many people have experienced regarding Linux file systems, or some of them like cannot change into a directory or cannot open a file or run a script, trouble finding files or directories, cannot create links, having issues writing to a file, cannot delete, copy, rename, or move a file or even a directory, cannot change file permissions or ownership of the file, disk space issues when you have a system that has the file system has taken up all the disk and is full. System can be crashing at this point. Then when you have those issues, then how you could add a new disk and create a standard partition. Moving on, we how we could add a new disk and create or add a new disk through logical volume management partition. Then how we could extend LVM. Then troubleshoot issues deleting old files, because let's say if the disk is full, and one of the primary reason that caused the disk to become full is when it has a lot of old files. So you should do housekeeping to your Linux system by deleting old files, and that's what we're going to cover in this video. Then we could also write a script through a cron job to delete old files. Also, we'll go over some of the troubleshooting steps when it comes to configuration files. Configuration files can be corrupted over time, or you make a mistake while you have written the configuration file, then how you could troubleshoot that. So these are all the videos, all the lectures we're going to cover in this entire course. And I hope this is exactly what you are looking for. So I will see you in the video or in the entire course.